Baker Field, still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields on first down. The connection made. It's Graham. The 40. The 20. 10.
That's right, baby.
Touchdown, Chicago. Jimmy Graham. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Lance now on first down. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Now Lance. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school. Smack. The big fella. The 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year, as the Bears push further out in front.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. The touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's Lance. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. They'll run for it. Sermon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Sold out there at the end with a dive to pick up the first.
Were you as surprised as I am that they actually ran the ball there?
Yeah, I thought they might throw it.
Me too, but instead, they went old-fashioned, ran the football, and he made that call correct with that dive.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Lance going to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Lance now on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Lance. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw. Lance. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! Trey Sermon with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. On first down, Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and 2.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Sermon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Lance. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Give him 3 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Lance and company going on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gould with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Montgomery. 7 yards there and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Lance, a give now to Sermon. Sermon with space, a first down, and then some.
All you got to do is look
Touchdown, 49ers. Trey Sermon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Right there.
On first down, it's Fields. Finding Tate, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll look to throw. Able to complete it to Montgomery. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
54, check, block 54, block 54. Come on, baby. As soon as you get
Back to throw. Buying time left. And Mosley will throw that one away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Back to throw. Lance flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Now a handoff, Sermon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, Sermon. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, Sermon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.